everyone. I'm Carolyn Perry, and this is my page, Blue Feather Healing. Welcome, welcome. You might notice that the background's a little different today. I am visiting my daughter and grandchildren in England, and this is their kitchen area. So we're going to start doing our readings from here. Today I would like to do the zodiac readings for November of 2025. I do want to say that I am an Avalonian High Priestess, and I offer intuitive guidance coaching, and I also do past life regression healing work, where we do work where we go back and kind of do some healing around anything that might have happened in another life that might be affecting you in this life as well. So if you're interested in any of that, please give me an email, let me know, and I'd be glad to talk with you. I'm excited to hear from you. All right, so let's get going with your cards. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for November 2025. Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to shuffle the cards a couple times, and then we'll pull your cards and get your message. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, just move on. Maybe next time. Appreciate your being here and checking it out. And so let's see. We'll pull a few cards here. So far with the readings, a lot of it has been about introspection for people this month. So let's see what happens here. Queen of Wands. The Sun. Okay, Virgo. The Six of Wands. The High Priestess. And the Six of Cups. Wow. So your energy is quite different than the energy that I've been getting with the first readings that I've done. So it feels like this is a time of movement, of really, finding what is your passion, really stepping into your power. She's very intuitive. She understands where she's going. She feels strong. She's clear, and things are starting to unfold for her. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So some real joy and stepping into things falling into place and feeling good. The victory after a long battle, the Six of Wands, so it might have been hard so far. You maybe have worked through a lot, but you're coming out of it. You're coming into a time of really feeling empowered, listening to your intuition, going with the flow of your intuition, following that more, letting that guide you more. I always read the High Priestess as a very empowered card, where you're stepping into that more inner knowing and letting that be your guidance. And the Six of Cups is somebody coming into your life or reconnecting with someone who has been a soul connection, that you felt that you've gotten something really positive from, that you can grow with. So some reunification as far as someone from your past. Now, I don't always read this as necessarily somebody in this lifetime. It could also be somebody that you just feel this soul connection with, that it has been from another time, but it's moving toward that. So this is really a month of feeling much more empowered, things flowing, going with the flow, feeling more connected in that way, feeling like you're coming out of some heaviness and moving into lightness. Beautiful. Beautiful for you, Virgo. I'm just going to pull a few more cards. There's like a few there that want to come out, so we'll just see what they are. Oh, beautiful. Ace of Cups. So maybe this person who you're reconnecting with is someone, a soul connection, maybe a twin flame, maybe somebody from another lifetime that you feel that with. But this is an opportunity for a new a love connection, and it's not always only that. It's not only it can be just an opportunity to open your heart and receive what you're really wanting. So if the love connection doesn't fit for you, but it does feel like it strongly could be a love connection. Things coming into balance, whatever it is that you've been working through is kind of balancing out now. There's a solution. It could even be something with court or a contract or some papers where you're finally signing things and it's coming into balance. This is the Justice card. Ace of Pentacles. So moving into a time where, and this could also be a new work opportunity, a new way to make money, but I feel like it's more of what you're wanting, what you've been calling in is now coming into the physical, and you're moving away from being stuck in the hanged man place, where you're moving away from that feeling of just old patterns that have kept you stuck, and stepping into really allowing yourself to, I'm just going to pull one more. Yeah, those don't match to me. Okay, so yeah. Let's just get some clarifiers from the Witch's deck. Yeah, just feels like there's some balancing out. There's some opportunities for joy, reconnection. So you have a very positive month this month for you. Again, the Six of Wands. So that's like coming out of that heaviness, coming out of the battle, moving towards something that's right for you. Eight of Cups, similar to the Hanged Man, where it's like walking away for what doesn't serve you anymore, getting away from the heaviness of that. And Temperance. To me, this is like being able to connect in with spirit, your team in spirit, really listening to that, bringing that into the physical, living that way, that living the spiritual in the physical. Yeah, and it's also, I'm feeling with this reading is that the Temperance card is that you've been through a lot. You've been waiting for a while for things to shift, and it feels like this month things are going to start to move and shift for you. So let me know if any of that feels accurate, or what's going on for you, or if you see any difference in that way. It'd be cool to hear feedback as far as what people are experiencing. So Virgo, I'm going to pull one last card from the Work Your Light Oracle. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So I think that this can have to do with like where you have released some of the things that have held you back, even from other lifetimes. Because when I do past life regression healing, we go back sometimes to where there's been contracts made, where you might have decided that you did something in one life where you were powerful and you did some dark things, or you used black magic, or you were self-righteous, whatever, and at the end of the time your contract was, well, I don't deserve to have power, or I don't deserve to do this again. So with that contract, it causes our lifetimes to kind of feel stuck when we make that kind of a contract. So with past life regression healing, you can go back and kind of heal some of those contracts and allow yourself to move forward. So you may have been already doing some of this work, because this card is talking about moving past that, I believe. I'm going to read from the book because I don't know, and I want to give you the full meaning of the card. Sorry about that. Let me just look this up so I can get the right page. But yeah, so it feels like you're moving. Unbound to me feels also like it's like the releasing into a new way of being. So you're stepping into a new energy this month. Okay, so it's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They're coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. Sorry. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind them. This is the life in which you free yourself from the trauma of lives past. And so that's really the work I like to offer, is going back and seeing where did we have certain patterns or certain things that we decided a certain way. I know for me, I felt like I had made a decision as a part of the High Council in Atlantis that caused some of the downfall there. And I made a decision that I didn't deserve to be powerful anymore after that lifetime. And I've had a lot of lives of servitude and just poverty. And I've ripped up that contract and gotten rid of it. And I'm moving into a different way of being in this lifetime. So that's the kind of work that doing past life work can offer. What old ways of being have the expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and then you stop holding that power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it's important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by releasing and calling in support. It's time to unbind the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. So yeah, a lot of us have made a decision that we're going to stay small, also because we don't want to call attention to ourselves and get hurt again like we've done in other lifetimes. But this is a different time, and this is about us stepping into our power and bringing the light in. So I believe that with this reading this month, that's a big piece of what you're doing, is really stepping into who you really are and allowing yourself to really receive from that. If you do want to do any deeper work around, if this resonated and you feel like you can understand that you kind of have this block to moving forward, certainly reach out. I'd love to do some work with you. I obviously didn't know what card was going to come up. That just happened to come up, but that happens to be also the work I offer. So anyway, Virgo, I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, please give me a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Take care.